What is going on, guys? Sean Dowood here, and I'm back on YouTube. So I've literally been gone for like 2 months. If you guys are wondering why, I just couldn't juggle all the things that I was doing. I was doing YouTube, I was doing Kindle publishing, and I was investing in real estate and a bunch of other projects. So I had to drop something. So I just decided to drop YouTube just for a little while, until I set up like a better system, which I did. So I am back to YouTube because I actually like it. I enjoy making videos like this, and seems like a lot of people are finding it valuable, so I want to keep it going. So good to be back, and I'm excited to get started in this one. In this video, I wanted to talk about the best ghostwriting companies. A lot of people have been asking me what ghostwriting companies that I use, that I recommend, and it's not really a easy answer for me because I juggle different ghostwriting companies. I think it's situational. So I want to explain to you all the options and what I think is the best solution for each situation. So let's get into the video. Alright, so these are the options. Of course, there are other ghostwriting companies, but these are the main ones that people tend to use right now. And the reason why I don't recommend just one company is because I personally feel like, and I have seen it from experience, that if you just use one ghostwriting company, when a publishing course recommends just one company, what happened is everybody order from that. Everybody's making the same type of book, same kind of quality. Usually ghostwriting companies, they can just spin the content so it's not plagiarism, but it's basically saying the same thing. So now everybody is ordering on the same topic, getting the same type of book, and it's just not only that, but the company gets flooded in orders, right? If everybody's ordering from the same company, and that happens a lot with like Ewritersolutions, sometimes with the urban writers, where there's a lot of delays in delivery of the book, and so to prevent that from happening, I think everybody should kind of use different companies occasionally. And again, I'll explain to you when's the best time to use it. But these are the options: Ewritersolutions, the Urban Writers, Epicwrite, Emporium Writers, the Writing Summit, and Upwork. And Upwork is not a ghostwriting company. And what's very interesting to me is that a lot, or pretty much most other Kindle gurus that's making like videos or teaching others, they don't recommend Upwork. And well, I'll get into it later, but I would personally recommend you look into Upwork as well, and I'll explain to you why. Alright, so let's get started with the first one, the Ewritersolutions. So Ewritersolutions, I've used them for over 3 years since I started Kindle publishing. One of the cheapest ghostwriting service out there. They used to do $1.5 per 100 words. The thing with them is that it's a hit or miss quality. Sometimes you get good books, sometimes it's a terrible book. But the best thing about any of these ghostwriting companies is that you get unlimited revisions, as far as I know, for everybody that I recommend. So even if it's a terrible quality, as long as you're proofreading it, you're checking and confirming that it's bad and it needs revisions, and you tell them where it needs revisions, they're going to go ahead and fix it for you. And maybe the second time is also bad, but you can ask for another revision. Basically, you can ask for revisions until you get a book that you're satisfied with. So that's why even if it's hit or miss, yeah, it's gonna spend you could waste a lot of time, but eventually you're gonna get there to a decent quality book, is what I'm trying to say. Another thing I like about them is great customer support. The thing is, delivery time is inconsistent. Like I said, there was a huge delay a couple weeks back. So the thing is, now that they created a second tier for their website, meaning they used to be just 1.5 per 100 words, but now they created a second tier. They call it top tier or something, where they charge $2 per 100 words. So now that they created the second tier that's more expensive, I'm assuming that they're taking all of the good writers into the second tier, and so the $1.5 per 100 words will always be bad quality, and $2 is gonna be really good. And so $2 per 100 words is still cheaper than other ghostwriting companies, so I still would recommend you to check it out. They do have a coupon code, so the first order you can get 10% off your total order if you use Sean10. This is only one time. but Sean 5 for 5% off. You can use this unlimited time as much as you want. All right, so the next one is the Urban Writers. So Urban Writers is a bit pricier option. You know, they have 4 different packages. It starts from $1.99 to $2.89 per 100 words. The quality generally is much better, and they are mostly on time for their delivery. Sometimes they do have a delay though, so that's something to keep in mind. One thing I do want to be upfront is when I've ordered their lowest package, the Rising package at $1.99, the first 2 books were really good quality and I was happy with it. But there was a period where I was ordering the Rising package again and the quality was really, really bad. Like obviously non-native speakers, and you know the bad quality was even worse than the bad book I get from Ewritersolutions. But you know that was a couple months ago, and since then they've made a big improvement in their website and they kind of restructured the whole thing. Their delays are, you know, a lot less and their book quality is a lot higher now. So I would suggest you guys to give them a try again. I do still recommend you to use the top 2 tiers, right? The 2 higher packages for them, and just keep them and you know use them as like when you know that the keyword is very profitable. You've already tested it and you're sure that you can make a lot of money in it, and you want to just make a really high quality book that can last for a long time and get good reviews so you can get long-term sales, right? So in those kind of situations, I would recommend using Urban Writers over Ewritersolutions. So there's a 5% off code if you use Sean D5. All right, so the next one is Epicwrite. Epicwrite, the best part about them is they are cheap. Their highest price package, the premium package, is only $1, 1.4 per 100 words. And the biggest setback for them is the delivery time. I've ordered 15,000 word book a couple times in the past, and my average delivery time, literally, not even joking, was 1 month minimum up to 5 months. And those books that were not even delivered after 5 months, I had to get it after I disputed my PayPal charges for them. And the moment I disputed, they delivered it in a couple days. So what I'm assuming is, you know, you can use them and you just got to make sure after 1 month, if you don't get it, you just dispute it and then you can get your book like the next day, right? That might be the strategy you want to go with. Another thing is customer service is basically unreachable. You can email them, they don't really reply, although they have a concierge chat box thing on the website right now, and those guys reply really fast. So that section is definitely improved. But you know, one thing I forgot to write here on this page is Epicwrite has always provided the best quality books for me. So their waiting time, their delivery time is absolutely horrible. But once you get your books back, their quality has been better than anybody else I've tried. So they are a good option in my opinion. If you already have few books in the funnel, you know, and you want to just keep ordering more at a cheaper cost and you don't mind waiting a little bit. So with Epicwrite, use Epic SD19 for 2% off, and the reason why the discount is small is because it's already too cheap. So the last 2 is Emporium Writers and the Writing Summit. So Emporium Writer is a new one by my friend Jacob. They only offer 1 tier, 2.7 per 100 words. The Writing Summit has 3 tiers starting from $1.99 to $2.75. Being completely honest, I have not tried both of them yet, but I always hear good things about them, so definitely give it a try. Again, you know, you want to kind of test everything on your own. And I hear the delivery time and customer service is good too. At least for Emporium Writer, I know the customer service is great because I know the owner of the company. And the Writing Summit, I'm not too sure, but I heard it's good as well. So Emporium, coupon code is Sean Dowett for 5% off. And for the Writing Summit, it's Sean5 for 5% off. Okay, so now I want to explain why go to Upwork, okay, and why nobody really recommends Upwork. So Upwork, if you don't know, it's a site where you can find freelance ghostwriters on your own. And you know, the biggest setback is that it is a lot of work to post a job, you know, interview them, read their samples, hire them, and then you got to manage them, make sure they're working. And then once you get the book back, you have to proofread the book yourself, edit it. You can also hire a proofreader, of course, but you have to check that. And so, you're being, a business owner, of course, and you're managing all those people. It's a lot of work compared to like paying a ghostwriting company to do all the work for you. But of course, you're either saving time and paying money, or you're saving money and paying by time, right? So in this case, you're paying, with time, but you're saving money because you can generally find writers cheaper. And the reason why is because ghostwriting companies, they hire from Upwork, generally too. All they do is just so they can make money, on top of whatever they're paying for their writers, they mark it up and sell it to you, so they make the difference, right? So you're skipping all of that if you're going to Upwork directly and hiring the writer. And of course, if you can find a good writer and you can work with them long term, and the biggest benefit of that is your books will always have the same voice, which is good for brand building. Here's why most Kindle gurus don't recommend it. It's not just because it's a lot of work, it's tedious. It's not just because, it's not efficient, right? They don't recommend it because, and I put simply because, that's not the only reason, of course, but a big part of the reason why they don't recommend Upwork is because they don't get commission. So what people don't realize is that whenever you use our coupon codes like SeanD5 to get the discounts, not only that you get the discount, but I get a little kickback for you using the sites, because I'm recommending you, I'm sending the company's customers, right? So I get a little commission. And these commissions is very small, but if a lot of people use your codes, it adds up. Even I make a couple $100 a month just from ghostwriting company commissions. Some people who has courses and recommends everybody to use ghostwriting companies, and everybody's using their codes, they literally make thousands. I heard one guy makes $5,000 a month just from affiliate marketing with ghostwriting companies. It's crazy. So because of that, they are kind of biased towards recommending you the company instead of Upwork, right? They don't want you to go to Upwork, So that is why a lot of people don't recommend it. But if you want to do Upwork, I will show you. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how to post a job and how to actually check for plagiarism, because this is the biggest thing with Upwork. There are a lot of scammers on Upwork, so you need to check for plagiarism on the book you get. And there is a very specific way of checking for plagiarism, because it's not just for plagiarism. There's actually a thing called encoding the text, meaning there are scammers. Where they literally just copy paste somebody else's book, so it's plagiarizing. But what they do is they somehow add invisible text invisible letters between the words, so it doesn't come up as plagiarized on, like, say, Grammarly or Copyscape when you check, but it actually is plagiarized. So I'm going to show you an example in the next video, so check it out. And then with that, it's tedious, right? But if you want to save some money, you can go with that option. So overall, this is what I recommend. So I recommend using Ewritersolutions if you're testing a new keyword, because they are the cheapest. And I would use, either the Urban Writers, Emporium, Writing Summit if you're certain the keyword is profitable and make a great book that will last a long time. So you're going for high quality once you know the keyword is really good. So you can also test Epicwrite if you want to, and if you're okay with the waiting time. So only do this though if you have other books that are on the way, and don't do it as your first book, and don't and not order anything else, right? If you do this on your first book and you're not ordering anything else, you're literally waiting months without doing any work, because you can't proceed until you get your book back. So and in the beginning, use a ghostwriting company to save time and also to learn the publishing process. And most importantly, you got to learn the difference between what makes a good quality book and a bad quality book, right? If you don't know what is a good quality book and what's a bad quality book, you can't really hire good writers on Upwork, because you will get their sample, you will read it, and you can't really tell what's good or bad. So you need a standard you can base it on, and that's why you want to use ghostwriting companies first. And once you know what's good quality, bad quality, then you can go to Upwork and hire people based on that. And lastly, if you want to order a bunch of books and scale fast, then you just have to do ghostwriting companies, because it'll save you a lot of money. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm glad I'm back on YouTube again, and if you can use my coupon codes, again, I do get a little kickback, right? You're supporting the channel and me, so I can keep making these videos, and I would really appreciate it. And also spread the word, like you can give it to your friends and whatnot. So please like and subscribe if you find this video helpful. And lastly, keep an eye on my next video for how to find writers from Upwork and properly check in for plagiarism. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.